Credit Union welcomes you to Provine High School.
We're so very excited to be here today. We thank you for coming out and joining us today. We're just really glad to be here for the grand opening of our Provine branch.
Father, we just want to thank you for this exciting day, a move forward for Jackson, for this location, for this school. We thank you for your amazing blessings upon Hope Credit Union. We ask that you will open to them all your good treasures.
Hope has been around since 1995. We started here in Jackson at Anderson Methodist Church, and since then we have expanded to now having over 30 branches across the Deep South. We help people get back into their homes after Hurricane Katrina. We went where banks would not go. After the financial crisis, as banks were being closed, we went into these communities where people didn't all of a sudden stop needing to support their families, to buy homes, to get a car to go to work, to start small businesses. But there's no branch that we've ever opened that I'm more excited about than this one here today.
About 4 years ago, I was the chief academic officer of high school, so I was involved in this process from the very beginning. And about 2 years ago, we took a field trip to Nashville. Hope, along with some of their staff and staff members from our district, we went to Nashville and we sat with members of the school system and the credit union there.
I'm Carol Berger, and I'm fortunate enough to be president of our local United Way here. This is like a dream come true. Donna and Barksdale and I went to Nashville to watch the City Academies there and had the experience of how they work. And so when we came back off of that trip, we both decided we're going to get a credit union in our school, and we just know who to go to, and that was Bill, because we knew that Bill couldn't tell the two of us no.
I'm Sean Terrell, principal of the school. I'd like to first start off by thanking administration, faculty, staff, and the student body. I want to give a special thanks to Ms. Thomas. This is her baby. She birthed this, and I want to make sure I give her credit for that. Also, I'd like to thank Dr. Murray for being able to have this credit union here. Again, we will do our best, we will excel, we will do what we need to do to make this a success. Thank you.
No one cares more for our future, for our children, than teachers. Unfortunately, we don't always invest in them the way that we need to. And so we were very excited when Carol Berger and Donna Barksdale approached me after a visit to Nashville. They said, why can't we do that in Jackson? And there was no reason why not, because they had a willing partner in Hope. It didn't take a lot of arm twisting, and we have leaders here in this city that recognize how important it is to invest in our kids.
I'm Robert Blaine. I'm the CAO for the City of Jackson, here representing our mayor, the Honorable Chokwe Antar Lumumba. And I want to take a few moments to congratulate JPS on this work. This is just a wonderful opportunity for students to be able to do real-world learning.
For students to get a chance to open up an account early, and then help them out with for their future, for college.
My mother ran a school bank as a high school teacher, and I got to see the immediate impact that this made on students and how students had an opportunity to interact with the financial world, and the impact on their lives and their skills and their futures was truly tangible. Provine is going to take full advantage of this wonderful facility.
It gives students here a chance to learn more about how to save money and for them to start early, and also for the people who want a future career in business, they can help out, start here.
We have opened hundreds of accounts for little kids. They bring their piggy banks into our branch, and it's the first relationship that they have with the financial system. When a kid has even a small amount in a savings account, they're 3 times more likely to go to college and 4 times more likely to graduate from college if they have just a little bit of money in a savings account.
We did the work. We've, over a 2-year process, we've laid the foundation for this facility. And this can work and it will work. We've talked about the data, what the data says about students who open up accounts and how it would benefit them for their entire lives.
The Hope Credit Union, we went through internship this summer. We had a week of internships to learn how to deal with the money and how to set up accounts, which we'll be helping doing set up memberships.
Since 2014, we worked with some 80 students through workshops. We've trained 20 students to manage the branch. They are going to operate the branch. We'll do workshops here. We'll actually have office hours here from 11:30 to 1:30. The families will be able to open accounts as well. They won't be able to come into the school during operating hours. You all can understand that. But we want to extend access to financial services wherever we can. And there's no better place to do it. There's no better ambassadors than the folks that we have here.
And our goal was to make sure that we removed any barriers that were in place, because conceptually people will say this can't happen. But not only did it happen, it was thriving in multiple schools there in Nashville.
I just applaud the partnerships that I see around in this room. To know that we as a community can work collectively together for the betterment of our students is what we all should be about. There are some other wonderful projects, as Dr. Murray mentioned, that Alignment Jackson, United Way, and the public schools are working on in other schools. So this is just the beginning of what this is going to look like.
And this is the ribbon cutting celebration presented to Hope Federal Credit Union, Provine High Branch from the Greater Jackson Chamber Partnership, Tuesday, October 10th. This is pretty awesome.
A lot of people came together to make this happen. The teachers who went through the training, who again just extended the commitment that they show these students every day by doing what it took to get prepared.
I am very excited about Hope Credit Union because as one, not only am I a teacher here, but I am an alumni, so it's a great occasion to teach the students about financial literacy. It will benefit them not only here in the school of understanding how important it is for financial literacy, but also as well as in their personal lives to understand what it looks like to open up a bank account, what it looks like to open up a loan and go through the process.
I also want to acknowledge my new co-workers, Sherelle Smith, Telekatilia Greer, Amnesia Buckner, Quintavious Anderson. Welcome to Hope. These are the folks who are going to staff this branch, so your money is in their hands.
And I have to echo my support for this program and just show my enthusiasm for everything we're doing throughout Hope Enterprise Corporation, but particularly this. And I think it's great to stop and show something that's positive. There are many positive things going on in JPS, and this is just one of them. How to create new skills, how to create wealth, how to invest, how to save, how to create new habits. They'll just proliferate and they'll just develop and they'll expand.
I'm here today as the chairman of the Greater Jackson Chamber Partnership, which represent the businesses of the three-county metro area. And I'm also here as the chairman of Hope Credit Union. So when you talk about partnerships, I can tell you partnership works. I'm also a graduate of Jackson Public Schools. And I always like to tell that story because Jackson Public Schools gave me the avenue, the resources, the abilities to make it wherever I went. So let me thank Jackson Public Schools. Dr. Murray, continue to do what you do, and this community is going to benefit from it.
This is just an awesome example of what we can do when we leverage our collective impact and we work together for the betterment of our students. We talk about rigor, relevance, and relationships. We talk about real-world experiences, about students in the schoolhouse having those transferable skills that they can take into the world. So this is an example of that, and this is what we're doing all across this district. Hope Credit Union could have said no. You know, it's too risky, but they took a chance because they had the vision that all of us have, that if we work together, we can provide the kind of education, world-class, innovative education that our students need.